Welcome everyone, this is Frank from High Traffic Academy. This entire video series we will be covering the A to Z of landing pages to where you will finally get from point A to point Z of having your own landing page up and fully functional online. So for this segment, we're going to be talking about what's a domain name and its difference to a URL. We will also discuss briefly how to have your domain names be keyword rich. So we will use a resource. There's many of them online, but let's go jump right into answering what is a domain name. So just like in the real world, when you jump into the internet world, you have got to have your own address. People have to know where you are, your locations are. So what you do is you buy yourself or register yourself a domain name. So a domain name is basically a bunch of numbers to computers and servers. But for us human beings, it's easier for us to remember that yahoo.com, google.com is so much easier to remember than a bunch of numbers like 216, 239, etc. So to make it simple, a domain name is just that, okay? So you find yourself a really cool domain name and you buy it from google.com or any other registrar for that matter. Okay? So now having your domain name is not totally enough, or else people cannot find you, right? You need to have a house. You now found yourself a lot, a street address, but you have got to put a house on it. All right? Or else your friends can't visit you, they cannot find you. So, but we will be covering that aspect of finding your house or hosting. I like to call it a house. Your hosting in another segment, all right? For now, suffice it to say, the domain name, we know what it is. What is a URL? A URL is basically, well, if your house had grown so big, right? It's became a building and it's now an apartment building. Well, it's has a lot of rooms now. It's basically a URL is a part, just like an apartment. It has on the third floor, it has a third room. So if you want to show people where that place is, you now send them your address as http yourdomainname.com/third floor/room3b.html. Okay, so they have that specific location. So that's what a URL is. Okay, unique resource locator. All right, so that's a quick rundown of what is a domain name and what is a URL, just to differentiate. Okay, so let's go and jump right into this resource that I would like you to see to learn how you can have a keyword rich domain name. Now, why is that important? It's very important because it's a domain name that is very rich in keyword is an important factor of search engine optimization. Choosing the right domain could boost your search engine ranking. So this tool is basically, it suggests rich domain names, all right? So let's say, for example, I would like to search for online traffic. Okay, let's enter the text above this. TCBRWC, all right. So this basically will give me a list of all the available or not available domain names using my search query. All right, so here we have the domain names and here are the keywords, and here are the number of search results or the amount of times people have typed those domain names in their search field, and here is the status of the domain name. All right, it seems like most of these are not available. Well, honestly, top domain names single word domain names are very hard now. Even 2 keyword domain names, even 3, a lot of them are not available anymore. So it takes a lot of creativity and takes a lot of thinking to come up with your own. So if I am, for example, I would like to use these words, increase online traffic, but it's not available. So what do? What I usually do is I move the words around. So for example, I'll take this one. It's not available. So let's go to domain name and search it in GoDaddy.com. And I'm gonna just switch the words around. Alright? So instead of traffic at the end, let's see. Does this even make sense? Traffic increase online. Yes, it does. Trafficincreaseonline.com. Now, is that available or not? Let's find out. You see, trafficincreaseonline.com is available for $11.99. I feel lucky. Well, as I said, you have to be creative and you have to be imaginative to create your keyword-rich domain name. Alright? So long. See you in the next video where we will be signing up for a GoDaddy account to buy our domain name. See you around. Bye for now.